Robin.
You're listening to Opie Anthony. On the virus. Sirius XM.
We haven't seen him in a while. Joe Piscopo is about to enter our studio.
Yeah, why not?
We met him at NEW about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Longer, actually. Probably 12 years ago.
He is.
The great Joe Piscopo has entered the studio. Oh, my God.
How you doing, sir? It's a pleasure to see you again. It's been a while, my
What's
friend.
up, Joe?
Joe Piscopo.
How are you, sir? Let's touch. I look all right?
I just want to see you guys.
Oh, come on, take a seat. Let's have some fun.
Hey, Joe.
This is so funny.
Yes,
You
Joe
guys.
Piscopo.
You
We're great,
guys.
right? Oh, you.
You.
Uh-oh. You're wearing a New York thing.
over here, you know?
You're wearing a New York thing. That's not good.
Well, it was nice the other day. I saw you you tweeted that you were getting a Christmas tree.
You know what I did?
It was all nice out.
You know what? We went to the boondocks, out there in up in there in Warren County, where men are men and sheep are nervous. Squeal like a pig. You want a tree? You got to squeal like a pig. I said, okay, that's great. That's okay. So they give you the saw. They give you the saw like the Jason saw. You know?
Sure. You got to cut it yourself.
Oh, you got to cut it yourself. I got to do it with my kids, so I got to look like a guy, because I'm getting
a real
old.
man, right?
Like a man. So I went there, sawed it down, and we carried it. I freaking carried it from up in the hill all the way down. So it was very, very nice.
Wow.
And I set it up already. I got to do it, man.
Oh, you did it? Nice
How big
one.
of a tree?
I got it, huh?
How big?
That's a good question. It was a little wimpy tree.
Oh, was it?
It's like a Charlie Brown tree, man.
Yeah.
I said I didn't want to get the big one, and I didn't want to get an axe or anything like that. But I'll get. You can tell I'm getting older with the kid. I gotta wait till it's like 60 degrees out, one of those days, and then we went out. So it was real nice and everything,
It was nice, yeah.
Hey, you guys, I gotta tell you something. First, I got no.
Oh, boy.
How long have we known each other? Like 20 years? Like 20
It's been
years?
a while. Back at
Where was the first
NEW.
one where I walked in and the new girl was there? Remember that? Because I'm like
WNEW.
I love you, man. I'm
good
so
old
straight.
days.
I'm like Mr. Smith. I'm a dinosaur.
Are we allowed to answer any of these questions?
No, do you remember that? No. Where was it? It was NEW.
NEW. WNEW.
And there was a naked girl in the studio?
There was like a
We
naked
used to
girl,
do that.
and they said, Joe, and I didn't look because I'm like I'm like Mr. Straight Man. So I go,
In hindsight, you should have looked. Right?
I should have married her, for
Yeah,
God's
right?
sake. That's what I should have done.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape. How are you? I'll tell you. So, you know what? It's good to see you guys.
Yeah.
So many people.
What do you mean you're in rough shape?
No, it was really good. It was just like, you know what? It was, I was in rough shape because, no, it's because with the women.
No shit.
Oh, come on.
The bitches that'll get you.
Joe, I can totally sympathize with you. I went through that crap. I don't know what you can say or can't say. I understand that part of it, too. I could say whatever I want, and I know what the deal is.
Why?
There shouldn't be. I'm seeing numbers that are astounding to me, what you're responsible for.
Thank you.
For what?
Did
she ever get up there and tell a goddamn joke? No.
Wait, what?
No.
The number might be 15 G's a month. Joe.
Oh, my God.
More like 16 because they get a cost of living increase.
What else?
So you know what? I'm glad I'm on the show. And first of all, I want to thank all.
Wait, do you have kids together, Joe? Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have in New Jersey.
Kids, yeah.
You know what? That's like Anthony said, man, Jim. It's like, man, once you have kids, they hold the children hostage.
Yes.
The state and they hold it. And I have to tell you, and I want to thank everybody, first of all, I have so many warm and wonderful greetings from you guys.
A lot of love from our fans, huh?
I'll tell you, warm. No, can you believe that?
That's great.
I tell you, and everybody, so thank you. Yeah. And I have to, let me just do a caveat, then we got to talk about this, because I got nailed last week, and then I said, let me go on O&A, and let's talk about this.
Sure.
What am I going to freaking do? Talk about it, put me in an orange jumpsuit in the county jail. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go.
Oh, Joe's ready to talk.
I've had it. No, a little bit.
What happened last week?
You reach a point where you've had it.
Yeah.
I understand.
But why? All we do is give out. It's like, come on, you got to give me a break a little bit.
Why is it
my
so
own
expected?
fault. It's my own fault. When you run off with the young broad, you know what I'm saying? When you run off with a babysitter, it's going to come back to bite you in the butt. And you know that.
You know, Joe.
And you wrote that song. You wrote the song.
Listen, this is the bit.
This is the bit.
Because Howard's a big star now, doesn't show up for work.
Sure.
So God forbid he shows up. Oh, Jesus, Howard, Monday to Wednesday. He's like Johnny Carson, And God bless him, he built the network and he deserves it. We love Howard. You and I, I can't do it because I'll see it in court, but you could write the new Kimberly.
Oh, man. You want us to write the song?
I have the opening line. Kimberly, I hate to be blunt.
No.
I won't take it that.
Don't start.
How about this?
All right, wait. Let Jimmy give it another try.
I'll change the line. There's plenty of words.
Jimmy's going to try it again. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to be in trouble now. Not guilty. Not guilty, Your Honor. Your Honor, I had nothing to do with it.
You're just,
it's a radio show, Your Honor.
Guilt by association.
Let's see. Hold on.
Think about it. But I want to. No, but I got to say.
Something about Kimberly.
No.
Something.
Hey.
Something sucking trigger.
No.
Okay, no.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying the opening line.
Told us to write the new song, Joe.
Oh, something about.
And I gotta say, let me say right off the bat, if I may, is that everybody.
Right off the bat
I get so many, so many people. There was one kid, Roby. I gotta tell you, there was Jonathan, and he like hit me on Twitter, something like that, and he was so cute. He goes, this is bad. I'm a loyal O&A fan, man, but they hang you out to dry, man.
Oh no!
Listen. I feel bad. I feel so bad. They should give you a free subscription to XM Sirius so you could listen to what they say about you. I said, this guy was so sweet. I said, it's Opie and freaking Anthony.
Yeah.
It's what they do.
We're nice
you
guys.
step out of the studio, they're going to make fun of you. When I come in, they're going to make fun of you. It's the Buddy Ebsen theory. How great. That was great radio.
Remember that?
It was great radio.
Oh, you remember the Buddy Ebsen shit?
Listen. You know what? It was like, this guy, you tracked this guy's death every day. Tracked his death. Jim, am I right?
Yeah.
Tracked his death. So you're going, that Buddy doesn't know this? Of course he knows. When he comes on, we say, ooh, doggies. We say, you doggies. That was great radio.
That was
great radio.
That bit took 10 years.
Jesus, right?
That was the longest
and
bit we ever did.
May my bit take as long, please.
Hold on,
I want to start with last week.
So Jonathan, it's all fun. I'm sorry.
He's a rat. Jonathan's a rat.
No, it's all fun. It's all fun. Don't take it seriously.
Joe, focus. Last week it was revealed that you fell behind on the child support.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to talk about, right?
Yeah, because $2 million isn't enough. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? So I go on. Now this is where you guys we'll see on a crawl on CNN. We'll see it on Fox. Piscopo said on Opie Anthony show today. So let's make the news a little bit.
They'll probably say Piscopo said on a radio show. They won't put our.
No, they will though. But that's how you elevate it. You know, I mean, am I right or wrong? You know, you come into you become credible like that.
Yeah.
I've had it. I've hit the wall. Because oh my freaking gosh, I can't do it anymore. How long did you go through with it?
I went through. I was married for 9 years. No kids though, thank God.
Yeah.
But the divorce took over 3 years of just delays and trying to wear me down. And in the interim, me paying through the nose for everything. Her lawyer to screw me, I got to pay him, and then the
you
amount
pay the lawyer
of
that's
money.
Gonna screw you.
The amount of money I had to pour out to her and the lawyer. The only saving grace is when I open the newspaper now and I see that her lawyer, Dominic Barbara, was her lawyer, is so screwed. Karma came back and chewed his ass, and I couldn't be happier. Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
We're going to talk openly. I'm going to get in trouble. Will you come do the remote in jail?
I will. Absolutely.
So her lawyer. Now listen. First of all, mother of my children, so I got to be guarded on that.
Exactly.
First of all, 20 pretty good years. You know, with the babysitter. She was very young. I understand it, and you know, to this day, I love her dearly. Mother of my children. But she gets the lawyer. You know, she gets the lawyer. The guy who was now the prosecutor for Hunterdon County. Not to name names. Tony Kearns. Oh my God! What a freaking guy. In my opinion, Your Honor, this was so wrong. Took me for all the money. It's money out of the mouths of my children. They don't use this money for child support.
No.
It was not child support. It was alimony. I stopped it. I said, I gave out so much money. Then I got to pay. You have to pay $12 for the school trip. It's like, oh, wow. Didn't I just lay out this millions of dollars?
Isn't that part of the support?
They don't. So this is what happens. So I go to their side. We say, please, let's settle out of court. Because it's the children, man. It's about the kids. Let's settle out of court.
Plus, it cuts down on legal fees to set them out of court. The longer they litigate, the lawyers wanted to keep going.
Thank you.
This is exactly what I did.
So I got my guy, Anthony Pope. Greg, you need it. This is one of the best attorneys ever. Anthony's the best. So he goes, he talks to their lawyer and how unjust and inappropriate is this? And conflict of interest is this? The prosecutor of Hunterdon County now. This is the law firm that goes into the Hunterdon County jail. I mean, so it's like the middle of the boondocks there, and I'm going to get screwed no matter what, you know. Yeah. So I say, let's settle out of court. No. Anthony, you know all too well. All you got to do is keep paying. So it's extortion. So you keep paying out extortion. Keep paying, and I pay it, and I'm good. And I'm a loyal father. And every morning I get up, and I make lunches, and I do homework, and I make the doctor appointments. Don't get me freaking started. I'm as dedicated as father as anybody on this earth. Don't talk to me about child support. You show me some child support.
Yeah.
I take care of these kids. I buy the freaking clothes. I go to Walmart. Joe, how are you? What are you doing in Walmart? I'm a single father. I'm a hardworking father. I sweat on that stage, whether you like it or not. What I do on stage, I break my ass. Break my ass on that stage. Sweat blood on that stage. Playing those freaking drums. Playing the music. My life is a constant rehearsal. We want that money. We want to suck that money dry.
And
you know,
you're working to pay her.
You know, not that it bothers me. Don't get me wrong.
No. Let me ask you, I've never been married. How long into it did you realize, like, there might be some problems here?
It's a fine question. You know what, really, like about before the marriage a little bit.
Oh my God.
What kind of indicators? Because comics are perceptive. It's like, you know, it's like, what kind? Yeah, normally we pick up on shit.
What were some of the signs?
Somebody heckles, you immediately know what they're doing.
You know what?
And again, I gotta be careful because maybe, you know, I don't want to. It was just, you know, when the woman stuff starts happening, you know, they start getting into the mood thing, and it gets kind of like nasty and stuff like that. I never saw that before. Then I started to see it. And I thought, well, I'll get married, and then they'll settle everything. Okay, well, we'll have kids, and then so I hung in. I'm a schmuck. And do I mess around? Ask me, guys. How many chicks on the road, Mr. Norton, if I may, sir? How many chicks are available to us on the road, whether we're ugly as we are? I mean, how many freaking broads come up and go, oh, hey, I saw you on stage, and you know what I'm saying? Did I go once? Not one time.
What are you doing?
Not one time.
So you're a faithful guy, despite the opportunity.
The broad that I met at NEW that day, bring her back to me, please. Except she's like, what, 60 now?
Yeah, right.
So anyway, so we go to settle out of court. Let's settle out of court.
Sure.
And I keep doing this. I keep paying out. And they pay, it's like extortion, paying out. Then all of a sudden, they go, okay, we'll settle. And my lawyer and her lawyer, and to Kimberly's credit, we settle out of court. We go, okay, we're going to make, because I've had it. It's wrong. I've taken a stance right here, right now, on the Opie Anthony show. I'm taking a freaking stance. I'm not going to get railroaded anymore. I'm a dedicated father.
Both sides could use that money better.
Now, like, you know what?
Instead of giving it to the lawyers, right,
guys,
Joe?
I'm telling you. So anyway, so we go in. You know who says, oh, you can't settle? The state. The great state of my freaking New Jersey.
Why?
Because they want to make themselves, like, have a reason for getting pension and welfare. I don't know.
How can they say that?
The state said, no, you can't settle.
Even though both parties want to settle out of court.
We settled. And to Kimberly's credit, she says, okay, just give me all the money. I said, take the freaking money. Just let's settle out of court. Once it goes to court, it's going to turn into this, what you're reading. Nope. So I said, so you know what? The state goes, you got to come in. I can't go. This is the best one. And you love this one. And I know you've heard this before. I got to work. I go to Phoenix. I got to go work the talking stick. They go, can't. You got to come into court. Guys, if I don't work, I can't pay all this money you people want, man.
There's no fucking reason to it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So they wouldn't let me work. So Anthony Pope fixes it. It's all great. Her lawyer in Tony Kern's old firm, her lawyer, they fix it up. And it's like, this is going to work out. The state goes, no, you got to come in like that. It's like, they got to make trouble. It's like, just let us all work it out. But I'm taking a stance now. I've had it. You know what?
How old are the kids?
You know what? I've got them. You take your pick. I've got so many of them now.
But with the Kimberly broad.
Yeah. Oh, I got another story I should tell you. You guys are going to kill me. I'm going to hear about this. Can we talk?
How old are your kids?
13, 10, and 8.
With Kimberly.
So there's a lot of years
left.
So
you got a lot of years left. That's why I'm bringing that up.
I'll be in Des Moines. I'll be in Des Moines.
You got another.
Where am I?
You got another what? 10 years of child support?
It's something like that.
College too. I think till they're 21 now. Because of college, you have to pay for college too.
Yeah. No, that's another thing you got to do. That's a good point.
So what are you living in a closet at this point?
No, grace of God. Grace of
You're
God
right
Almighty.
With that, Joe?
Grace of God Almighty. You know, it's all good. It's all
Joe,
good.
let me ask you too, because you're a very famous guy. Where did the bulk of your money came from? Was it is it road gigs, or was it investments, or was it like, I know you had like workout shit that you were doing. Yeah. Where does the big bulk of what makes you?
A little all that.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, but you know
I
what?
think it was the Miller beer commercials.
Oh man, that was good. You know, and
the early 80s.
Not to mention that in Bally's. Remember Bally's?
Oh, I remember the Bally's.
Yeah. So, but you know what? So it's interesting. But as we work and it's live, but I'm not like a $20 million movie star. You know, you guys bust my chops, and I come on here in fun, and you have the right to bust my chops. Sure. I lead with my freaking chin. It's okay. I don't care. But I don't go in and make $10 million a film, for God's sake. I'm a working working stiff.
They'll certainly make it sound like you do.
Yeah. My
future
God.
earning potential. Oh, he could make billions of dollars.
They say celebrity goodwill. On my first case, to your point, they say celebrity goodwill. When I went into court first with Joey's mom, great gal, by the way, and it was very amicable. Celebrity, Mr. Piscopo made millions. He'll make millions more. Right. But they don't talk about the bad months, the bad weeks, the bad things where, hey, when you're calling your agent going, hey, man, I'm available.
There are no guarantees. Why is it guaranteed money for her?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But they don't care. And the state, God bless our wonderful state workers. I mean, God bless these guys. And not all the workers, because we love our toll takers. But in the family court system of New Jersey, if I may, they have no idea how real life works. They don't know how we got to get on a plane, Jim. We got to go on. You got to perform. You got to rehearse all this. You got to go up. You got to work it out. Then you got to get on then I got on a plane, and then I come home to my kids. I come right home to my kids, and I'm with my children Sunday through Wednesday. I'm with my children. And if I may, I don't want to drop a bomb here, but when Kimberly was arrested for endangering the lives of the children, and Dyfus, and I feel bad for her. It's a problem, and you know what? She's better. It's been almost 3 years in March.
Wait. What happened?
Just for anyone who's tuning in late, can you just give a brief explanation of that, just so people are caught up?
And I want to say, on O&A show right here, man, I didn't want to say anything, and I kept it quiet for 7 years.
Right.
And I had the children. When she was in rehab for 30 days, I came back from Florida working 4 or 5 days, a week there, working those little gigs down there, and I came back and I took my kids, and I was the principal of school says, Joe, you're the safety net of these children. And I was and am the safety net of these kids. And now I have them Sunday through Wednesday. But when she got her license taken away, it was an incident. And I don't want to talk about it, but if they want to open it up and they want to have the paper here, you know what I'm saying? She was, and again, it's a problem, but, I'm in...
License taken away. I'm going to guess, my educated guess would be had something to do with driving.
Right,
under the influence with the kids in the car, if that was endangering their lives.
Made me mad.
Oh,
man. How freaking dare you? How freaking dare you? Don't even freaking start with me. How dare you take the lives of my children and put them in the back seat and have a drink? I'm supposed to have sympathy for that? It's a disease. How about the rest of us who have to live with that? I'm walking on eggshells my whole life over here.
You're financing it.
I'm exactly right, man. And check this out. So, no, listen, she gets arrested, handcuffed, dragged out in front of the presence of my young children, for God's sake. I land by the grace of Jesus Christ. That's right, Jesus Christ and God, deal with it, for crying out loud. I'm a hopeless Italian Catholic. I got to get that little plug in there. I turn on my phone as I land. Who's got Dyfus on the phone? Division of Youth and Family Services. 2 police stations. Your wife has been arrested. Your children are now in foster care.
Shit.
Your children are now in foster care.
You must have lost your mind.
And I ran got to my driver. He goes, hello, Mr. Piscopo. Shut the freak up. Get in your car and take. I had the kids in my possession for half an hour. In a half an hour, I had those kids. And you know what? I got those kids and I took them and I kept them with me for a month. And she went to rehab. The judge, Ann Bartlett, not to mention names, in my opinion, one of the worst people on the benches. How New Jersey even appointed this woman, Ann Bartlett, makes me pay child support while she's in rehab. And I have full custody of the kids.
You are supporting the
Dyfus takes the kids away, says, give him to Joe. Look how great father he is. Dyfus comes in. They look at my house. They give me the kids. She goes, and they decrease the child support, but they make me pay child support while she's not there for 30 days.
You're the one.
And you know what else, ladies and gentlemen? Let me tell you. Where you from, pal? Where you from?
You're
Nice
the
time.
one supporting the children. Why do you have to then pay above and beyond that?
And you said the drinking, you were walking on eggshells for a long time, right? When you live with somebody that drinks, it's fucking, it's like you're not the one with the problem, so you're watching them.
Wow.
And we're always guilty. And we're men. And we're guilty. How could the judge do that? And then I go to court, and then then after the fact, I go into court, and then she takes me in for all these bills with the stuff that you read. It's not child support. It's alimony.
Right,
it's all for her. It's so the boyfriend.
Hold on. I'm going to help you out here. They make it look like you're a scumbag, that you're not paying child support.
Right.
When you are paying child support, and it's more money for her that you're arguing.
I have given this
Gotcha,
listen, the donation I've made is a 401k for any average American. What she gets is 10 times, maybe 20 times what the average American makes. This is what I give out. And then I got to live on myself. I got to give the kids a home. And then I was in a hotel. By the way, this is funny. I go to a hotel after the divorce because, we have to leave the house as guys, right? I'll leave that. So I go to a hotel. I like hotels, man. How great are hotels?
I love a hotel,
Hey, valet, kids, clean your room. Not forget about it. Maid service, please.
Throw your crap around.
Room service.
Wait, you're living in a hotel now?
I was early on. So then the court says you can't live in a hotel. We'll take the children away. You got to get a house. I get a house. You're spending too much money on the house. You can't win here, guys. So I come here, and I know we have fun, and I know you ride me, and you
we're
drive
gonna hug
me.
you at the end of this hour.
I know.
But let me have some love to O and A's. I need the love. I'm getting
January 19th. Hold on, let me plug Joe's dates.
Yes,
January 19th.
I had a tough week, buddy.
January 19th, Joe will be at Brick High School performing with our pal Jeff Norris.
Yeah, Jeff's the best.
I like Jeff very much. And January 26th, the Dix Hills Performing Arts Center. And you can go to dhpac.org and get Dix Hills Performing Arts Center January 26th if you want to go out and see Joe and support him. I would love to go to one of these shows.
You should play Dix Hills. By the way,
I don't know if I could sell it, but I would certainly want to go see.
I think you couldn't.
I think you would.
Are you serious?
I do okay.
I'll talk to Marty.
Is that Long Island?
Yeah,
it's Long Island. It's right there. Jim, you would kill it.
No, we're going to do the Paramount in Huntington.
Oh, okay.
I'm working.
Oh, that's
I'm working with the guys. Listen, Joe, hold on a second.
Okay.
I need to ask.
Go ahead.
So you lost that awesome house that you got from being an entertainer, right?
What's that?
She gets to keep the real nice house you probably had.
No, I have my beautiful home, thank God.
But I mean, the
Praise
house,
Jesus.
the house you had with her.
Yeah, no, she got that. My summer home 6 minutes away. You mean? Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yep, she got that too.
How is that fair?
What?
God, and I'm not telling you the half of it because she is the mother of my children. I'm respecting that. Anthony knows. Anthony knows. I don't want to delve into it. It's not fair, but
brutal.
Don't you dare. You know what? I am like, when they come on, they go, Joe, Opie and Anthony say all these things. Yeah, you know what? Oh, you're being naive. No, I'm not. You guys know me well enough. You push me. You mess with me. They pushed me.
Yeah,
they pushed me now. And I'm taking a stand now.
Can I ask you, Joe, what now? Because without mentioning any names, was there any infidelity happening at all? I'm not saying whose side, but was there any?
Not on my part, baby.
But there might have been somewhere.
Yeah.
And you have to eat that.
Oh my God! And then you got.
I could tell you stories, guys, and you know what? When the other party doesn't come home, and this is my favorite. This is my favorite in court. And I've been 7 years of pent up.
Yes.
I'm on O&A show. Howard's gonna die that I'm talking to you guys about this, But you go in. When your soon-to-be ex walks in, am I right or wrong? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. They walk in 3 o'clock in the morning, they're whacked out of their mind, whatever, all disheveled, everything. And you go, and when you say, now, honey, where you've been, in court, you are abusive, you're controlling, and you're angry, you're angry. They got the catchphrases. They put the catchphrases in. Oh, you're abusive. I said, where have you been? I've been with the little kids, I'm
wondering where she's been, but then you're the asshole. I don't understand how they justify it. There's no there's no personal touch to the cases. You think like, I'm going to tell them this. They'll listen to it and understand what's been going on.
Some logic.
It's this slide rule mentality. You're just numbers. She's numbers. And here's what it is. You're not a person. You don't have a story. You don't have feelings or any need. It's all about math.
And what do they think, to your point, Anthony, what do they think, what Opie was reading before, if it gets in the paper, and it looks like you're back in child support? No, I'm not. I'm taking a stance. Right. What does that look like, and how does that look for business? These people who are not qualified to make the judgments that you were just talking about, they're going to judge my life, and they're going to say, oh, Joe, and again, you have to give Kimberly credit and her lawyer credit, too, for wanting to settle out of court. We could have done the whole thing out of court. The state says you got to show up.
I'm amazed at that whole thing. Why would they?
Because you know what? I would say to our good governor, Christie, who's great, revamp the family court system in the state of New Jersey.
Never happened.
And you know what? It's as antiquated as the electrical grids from JCP&L and PSE&G. Right. It's ridiculous. And you know what? Now that we have the power failure, no one's going to do the grids. No one's going to fix it. We forgot all about it. We'll have another failure. But it's the same thing with the family court system.
So what do you do? Because you're, what do you do to get the anger out? I mean, it's obviously very
Come on this show.
It's frustrating, man.
No, you know what people say? Joe, how you play the drums, man? What do you play the drums?
Oh, that's it.
You're thinking of somebody.
You're picturing a face on each one.
You're thinking of somebody as your fucking...
Put various faces on there.
Right.
Oh, man.
Are you running out of money, Joe?
You know what?
You're running out of money?
By the grace of God. But, wait a minute now. Let me see. Because I'll hear all this in court, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
So let me see. What should I say? I am so grateful, and just to be able to be working like I'm working.
Yeah,
by the grace of God, it's good. But I'm afraid to answer that because I'll hear it in court.
Right. And they'll say,
no matter what I say,
he's got plenty of money. Well, we might as well take it.
They'll take the kids. They'll take the kids away. If I tell you what we make in a night or something like that, you can't.
No.
This is true. They go, we'll settle out of court. One of the prerequisites for settling out of court, this is my favorite. We want to see your contract. We want to see one of your contracts. So Anthony and I, in good faith, we go, all right. So I emailed the contract. They use it in court, see how much he makes, rather than, because it was like, here it is, the money's there, but I can't do it anymore. So after this show,
Now, did they want a past contract?
There's no way they're going to settle.
Did they want a past contract or a future one? Because you should have just had the lowest paying gig of the year and use that one.
Yeah.
You laugh. Don't take the New Year's Eve contract.
Yeah, you laugh. Don't assume they're going to do the right thing.
The Stress Factory one. Yeah.
You laugh, but you shouldn't assume that shit.
I know, but I'm too honest, guys. Do you lead with your heart? You lead with your heart, man. You lead with your heart.
You just get it.
It's just
they're out to get you. How old are you now,
guys.
Joe?
This is therapeutic for me, huh? I'm 49 because I go out with young women. Okay, there we go. Don't ask me. No, I got.
Did you ever think of doing this? This is such interesting stuff. Did you ever think of doing a one-man show about this stuff, like what you can say? Like, I love.
It's a good idea.
I genuinely enjoy this part of comedians and people. Like, I love because I could listen, but the fucking real life stuff is fascinating to me. I could listen to this for fucking hours, man.
Deal with
How many
it's
times?
honest. It's interesting.
Jesus. How many times were you married, Joe?
You know what? Twice. You know what though? My shows have never been better. I walked on. I was exhausted when I went to Phoenix. After talking to you guys, it was fun. And I find this very exhilarating, by the way. I really do. So listen, I go to Phoenix and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Because you saw my age. Don't tell anybody, but you saw my age. And so I'm going, wait a minute, I'm tired. But then I go, wait a minute, I rest, I eat right, I carb up. I got a big show to do Saturday night. I go on stage, but again, by the grace of God, but I don't know where we pull it out from. Like, you guys got to get up so early in the morning. You pull it out. It was the best show I ever had in my life.
Really?
Saturday night, yeah. Because all the anxiety, they think, matter of fact, when we were at the at Club Piscopo in Lake City last year, we would go 5 of 9. Shows were at 9. 5 of 9, all the iPhones would go off. All the ex-wives from all the crew, everybody, they would bust your chops right before showtime because they think they're going to get you. It drives us on stage, man. You know why? We're looking for more approval from the audience. It makes our shows better. So you know what? They can just kiss our butts. I'm not going down. I'm not going down.
How's the?
That's a great name for a one-man show. Joe Piscopo. I'm not going down.
Oh,
you never knocked me down, Ray.
I never went down, Ray. I never went down, Ray. I never went down. And then I want, what I want? Also, I want to go to court. I want to do this speech for the Godfather. You know what I'm going to offer? Nothing. Matter of fact, I would appreciate it if you would pay for the license.
Right.
We're all part of the same hypocrisy, Senator. I love those things.
Where do you get the energy from, Joe?
I got pumped to come here today, and I'm working. Last night I was with my buddy Mitch Modell. We had a great event last night, and then with Anthony Pope, we what I was with last night? Dina Manzo from the Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know, really. What a lovely gal, nice gal.
She's
helping
beautiful.
kids. You know what? She's pretty hot
for her age. She's fucking beautiful.
I'm telling you what.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
How old do you think she is now? Because I have a limit on my age.
I would guess mid-40s.
My girlfriend. You heard that joke? Did you hear the joke? My girlfriend's supposed to be here, but she has an algebra test this morning. So I said, I'll tell you. So, but 40s. But she was nice. But we're helping cancer kids. And
you do a lot of charity work too. Joe is always like
Joey
anytime
Benefit.
you see
Joey
what
Benefit.
Joey Benefit. You look and go like, holy
shit,
trying to hide
doing
money. A lot of
trying to hide money.
No, I'm not.
Trying to hide money.
No, I'm not. You got a charity, I got a tuxedo. You got a charity, I got a tuxedo. I come early, I stay late. There's not a charity around that's not worthy of my considerable
money
talents.
around America at this point?
No.
Joe's been doing charity.
Joe is a nice guy.
Though. Yeah.
Of course he is.
I'll plug this. He's a featured act at the First Responder Fundraiser Friday.
Yep.
It's December the 21st, 7:30. It's a Holiday Inn, and it's on Route 72 East in Manahawkin.
Yeah.
So for tickets, if you want to go see Joe at a fundraiser, 609-698-3041. However, you should wait until January 19th or 26th and see him where Joe gets the money. Joe's got some fucking bills to pay, so benefits are nice, but go see Joe where he's getting the money.
Except not Dixon's, but I'm sorry, but the one, you know what, for Long Beach Island, a couple firefighters lost their homes.
Right,
they lost their homes. And that's another thing. You go to court and you talk to and again, there's about 4 great judges in the family court system of New Jersey. 4, and I've appeared before every one of them. You know, and the 4 great, but some of them, they don't have any idea how hard these people work. Firefighters lost their homes, man. It's like, so we're going to go do benefits there, and on the 19th at Brick Township, it's actually at Brick High School, we're going to do that because they got slammed down there. I'm sorry.
I want to bring this back to how we, started thinking about you again. The song Kimberly. And did you have a Channel 9 show?
Yeah, we did. Oh, my God. Listen, there's some things, as I get older, and we could talk about it, under the career title of What Was I Thinking?
Well, we all have that. We all have that, but I want to walk you through it. Joe, why wasn't it? Hey,
honestly.
I'm at that point in my career now, actually. Everything I'm doing.
Why wasn't there any jokes and you sang that song just straight you did?
No.
And then she came out at the end. It was so awkward.
Yeah, it was. Awkward and awful and blindly in love. Blindly in love.
God, that's why I want to bring it up. You were so in love.
Can I show that in court, you think? You think that would work in court?
That is the worst thing a guy could be in is blindly in love.
Can I tell you what else?
You will do shit.
We were waiting for the jokes. Like, it's Joe Piscopo. He's gonna spin this shit, and you never responded.
You know why? Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
It was a birthday. It was a birthday, and I'm going to tell you, it was Channel 9. And due respect to Channel 9 now, because it's the only station in the black in the market now. I didn't think anybody was watching. And you want to know something else? I could tell you, when I would go on Howard early on, I didn't think anyone was listening.
Oh, boy.
I swear to God. I went on Howard when he couldn't get arrested. I went on Howard on NBC when when on Saturday Night Live, it went upstairs. Howard Stern, a new guy from Washington, D.C., wants to talk. They were all afraid. I would go on. I didn't think anybody was listening. To answer your question, I didn't think anybody was watching.
I do have another part to this. So then you do.
Jesus, not stopping now.
No. In a weird way, it's something we all have to deal with. So you do this thing, and you assume, all right, no one will ever see this fucking thing.
It's a one-off.
And then the YouTube, starts up, and now people could see this stuff that would have been buried.
I know, that's right.
I know, really is.
And some of the stuff you want to stick around. And matter of fact, one of your great listeners wanted me to talk about Dead Heat. Talk about Dead Heat. You know, in the film Treat Williams and I Die and Come Back to Life. Unfortunately, that's what happened to the film. It just went away. But there's so many avenues of distribution now. It came right back. Did
they show it in any other countries?
That's where I'll go. I was in Japan. I was in Mexico. In Japan, they go, Dead Heat. They love that. They love it. Or in Mexico, I was going through custom. They know those.
The only thing you hear in English is that one.
I know.
One word.
That's so true. So should I talk about some other stuff too? You got time? We got to go. What are you doing?
No, we're good.
We're using you until we get out of here at 10 o'clock.
I am loving Joe Piscopo.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I should talk about this. You guys are going to kill me.
Fantastic.
How many kids you got all together?
You know what? 5. I have to tell you. But I haven't been completely upfront about everything. I'm going to break the news here on Opie and Anthony's show. Can I do it?
What happened?
Oh, no.
Well, and I should talk about it, Jim. I got to talk about it.
I would go for it.
Yeah, because
nobody's listening.
So no one's listening. To all your great listeners, thank you. I need the love and thank you for being so gracious. So great. I want to tell you warm, wonderful things. And I need the help now because I'm getting killed. They're killing me, guys.
You turned us around. We're gonna hug you. I'm telling you, Joe.
So I get an assistant.
Yeah.
And I go to my buddy Joe Muccioli, my music director, and I go to his dressing room. I'm about to go on stage, and this one chick walks out. She's a hot chick, and I go, Mooch, and he's engaged. I go, Mooch. I said, this is your guman, huh? You're doing all right. He goes, no. It's the daughter of my friend, daughter of my buddy. And I go, wow, what do you think? I need an assistant. This was almost 4 years ago. I didn't talk about
Joe.
Listen,
sure, that's how
Joe. I swear to God.
That's the name of the new show.
Go ahead.
Joe.
If you ever learn, Joe.
Oh, listen. So if I'm going down, I'm going down in style.
I'm a weak man. Joe.
So you saw this pretty girl. You said, I need an assistant. And what happened?
What happened, Joe? 4 years ago.
Micro mini, chicken high heels, legs to stop a freaking freight train.
Sure.
My
You know what I'm
God.
saying? Hot, but Jersey hot. You know what I'm saying? Like half Jewish, half Italian. Jersey hot, man. I was like, whoa, this is not my type. I usually give me the blonde bro with the big things and I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like this. This is like, I'm going, what the? So
Come on, Joe. What'd you do?
Well, she's working for me, and she's great. She's a great worker.
How long has she been working for you?
Great worker. Well, she was working for me.
Oh,
shit, Joe.
Listen, so, and I hope she doesn't mind me talking about it because she's a great gal. So, all of a sudden she goes, I want to get married. She keeps going like this with the ring. She showed her ring finger to me. Like, gotta get married. I said, no, baby, I can't. I got kids all over. I can't get married. I said, I just let me take care of these kids, and one day we'll do something. I'm gonna get married, and I want a baby. I want a baby. I said, you can't, honey. Look at me. I got kids all over the place. I can't have another child. I gotta take care of this. Then the drunk driving thing hits, right? And that, I'll tell you, I don't care what you say.
How many years ago was the drunk driving thing?
It'll be 3 years in March, I think.
Okay.
You know, so God bless. You know, she's doing great, by the way. Doing just great, by the way. But anyway, it's like, Jesus.
So we don't have a visual.
No. So anyway, so
she's doing well, right, Joe?
Yeah.
So this chick, I'm afraid to mention her name, but she was there for me, man. She was, aside from my mother, God bless my mother, she was there for me and took me through. She took me through. Listen, she took me through this time. She took me through this rough time. She took care of my children like she was a mother to my children.
She was a friend as well as a lover.
She took.
Joe's got a 2-year-old out there.
Tell us.
So, and I never, people don't know. So then she goes, all of a sudden, a clear blue sky, and I've got to tell you guys, I mean, not to be disrespectful, I know I could say anything because it's XM serious.
Absolutely.
But these 20-something chicks, oh my gosh. Do you know what you meet the older broads? Oh, Joe, you're wonderful. You're sweet. You're going, come on, I can take care of you. No, you can't. It's like, you got it.
I love Joe.
Am I right or wrong?
Piece of shit.
The 20-somethings. No, but am I wrong or right?
You're right.
Exactly, Joe.
Where do they learn this stuff? Oh my God. I'm like Jerry Lewis when I'm with these chicks. Please don't hurt me, lady. How did you do that? It's like unbelievable.
Did you do Jerry Lewis?
So and I'm going to do Letterman and the rap next. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Joe listens.
Joe listens.
So sure enough, she goes,
oh my God.
She goes, you know what? I'm pregnant like that. And I go, oh man, listen to this. And I'm going through all this stuff and I'm juggling and I'm with the kids. Guys, I'm with the children most of the time. And I listen. She goes, and I go, and I'm a very, and I don't care what you think out there. Yeah, well, this is true. This is true. What goes around comes around. You make your own journey. Point made, Mr. Ope. Point made.
I'm sorry.
It's so true.
I'm sorry.
So she goes, now she goes, the young chicks now, they go, oh, we'll get rid of it. And I don't believe in that.
Sure.
I said, no matter whose it is, you're going to have it. Because I didn't see her for 3 weeks at one point. And I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'm an old guy. Come on now.
Come out looking like Eddie Murphy.
Come on. I said, I should be so lucky. He's got the money to pay for it. I said, I go, geez, I said, I don't know, but just go through the whole pregnancy. She goes through the pregnancy, and she's a trooper, and she's great, and she gets a midwife, and so it gets closer, and I'm watching my kids, and it's Christmas 2 years ago, and she gets the call, and I got my big boy Joey, who's a superstar in his own right. This kid's talented, he's great, more talented than that. He's in L.A., he's a director, he's an actor, he's like just a talent, and he's doing so great work all the time, God bless him. He's at the house with the little kids, and she calls, and she goes, I'm having the baby. I'm at Morristown Hospital in Jersey. And I go, I gotta go because she's in labor, right or wrong. She had the kid, and I'm gonna go. Joey, who's so pissed off at me because I date women that are younger than him and that I can't get it together. He's like the father. He's like my father. Joey's more mature than I am. He goes, Dad, what do you do? I said,
wait, you weren't with her anymore, obviously.
We were kind of on and off. Like
okay,
that.
Gotcha.
So guys, I said, Joey, watch the little kids. I go to the hospital, man. And I still don't know that it's my baby. Honestly, guys, we talk very frank here. So I go to the hospital. She's got the midwife. She's in the tub. She does the tub in the water thing. And it's all natural. And the midwife goes, all natural. Yeah, but you could give her a morphine drip because, nothing more natural than freaking morphine. What was that? They go morphine. But she's doing it. She's in the tub. She's pushing this baby, and I'm watching this young girl, and it's a beautiful thing. How these women, God bless them, how they have the children. I'll always respect Kimberly for that. just to giving me beautiful children. This girl's bringing another life into the world, and the baby comes out, and it's kind of dark, It's like kind of the blood's not there. The eyes are pushed back and kind of, pushed back a little bit. I'm thinking it's a black Latino Asian baby. I'm off the hook, baby. That's what I'm thinking, The blood comes back, color comes back. It's like you Photoshop my face on the child. Those little goofy.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful little girl.
Good for you, Joe.
No. So we had the baby, and it was a beautiful thing. So now I'm walking around. This is your grandchild, Joe? Yeah, well, no. Actually, it's not.
You are like a gangster, yo.
Do you not? Are you a guy who does not like to pull out? I find it very difficult to pull out. I mean, in general,
I could
hard.
be so graphic here. It's like, and they go, get clipped. But you know what? You know what? You know what?
It cuts down on the loads. I think it makes the load smaller if you get clipped. And I want a bigger one, more the punishment element.
Yeah. I'm no comment on that because I gotta be nice. But I gotta tell you something. It's a beautiful thing. And
you
this
got a 2-year-old, Joe.
Yeah, and you know what? And the mother, she's a great mom. She's a great mom to this kid. And I'll see him tomorrow, and I see him. But then I'll tell you what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna meet a younger guy. And I should say, all I say to the women that I have children with, because all the women see Uncle Joe coming. They go, get a baby from that guy. Get his paycheck because the courts will allow it. Bring that guy in. Or get a guy with some money. Meet some guy with some money. Get some guy. They live in my house. They drive my freaking $100,000 car that I got for her. And the boys, the guys are like this driving. She's driving. And get somebody with money. Could you, as a man, let me ask you. We got time?
Yeah. Sure.
You can't tell us it's 7 years pent up, can you?
No. Oh, my God.
As a man, could you possibly live in another house another man's paying for? Could you possibly drive another car? Could you possibly hang around with the children that were given in life by another man and sit there and get involved? I couldn't do it. And girls say to me, I've had beautiful chicks say to me, Joe, wow, come see my kids. Hang out with kids. No, that's the father's responsibility. I'm a freaking man.
Joe says, I'll date them when they get a little older. That's about it. So this is fun making these jokes, guys. It's so fun not being the brunt of it all the time.
So there's a guy who's kind of hanging out in the place that you paid for and driving the car that you paid for.
Yeah, not the baby mama, the other one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? The one that's taking you to court?
Yeah.
Kimberly's got a guy living in your shit.
Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
No, it's a great question. Norton, great questions, buddy. Thank you. It's like, no.
Wow.
Never, not at all. And it's so funny. Soon, I'm Italian. I'm Italian-American. You cross the line, you mess around on me, and I don't mean this in a literal way.
Right.
You're dead. Right. And I don't mean like she put that in the court papers, by the way.
Boy.
He said, I'm dead. Meaning, no, you don't exist as a human being. Because Satan has taken over your soul. And I have to deal with the devil. Okay? But you don't, I don't know who you are.
I'm not dealing with you anymore.
I'm dealing with some satanic creature.
Figuratively speaking, you're now dead.
That's right.
And this is now
don't you feel
what
that
I got to deal with. Sure.
As soon as they cross the line, that's it.
You know what? A good friend of mine went through a divorce, and his ex-wife had another guy, and they didn't get married because she was doing way too well getting the money from my very, very good friend.
God.
So, this lady was with the guy for probably 15 years.
Wow,
and
never got married.
No, why would they? Because then, the
alimony stops.
The alimony stops.
But that's what, and when you read that...
How is that fair?
Exactly. And to everybody who reads this stupid stuff, I'm very disappointed in the Star-Ledger, by the way. This is a good newspaper. This is like my hometown newspaper. And they went up to my lawyers and they said, oh, what's going on? And my lawyers, and Kimberly's lawyers, to her credit as well, said, please don't print anything. This is a family matter. They print the freaking... What are you...
They're vultures. They're vultures.
Well, I'm glad you were able to come on the show and clear it up, because in all seriousness, because when they say fell behind on child support, that gets a lot of people angry.
And you know
what the fuck? He's not taking care of his kids.
And guys, thank you for the forum, because you know what? I'm with my children most of the time.
You're here to say, I just want to help you out, that is absolutely not true.
That's absolutely not true. And you know what? I stopped, and it's the alimony too. And she's, in my opinion, and I have to say, in my opinion, she's cohabitating. In my opinion, I am the primary parent. When she was in rehab, when DYFS gave me custody for like a year and a half, I had the custody. Plus, I worked. Yeah, and people listening now, those hard-working mothers, God bless the women that work. Very sexy to me now, by the way. Women who work.
Stop, Joe.
No, I like working girls too, but I think for a different reason.
Working girls. You're kind of working girl, dude. It's like it's frustrating because I have the children, and guys, I don't just show up every other Wednesday. I don't go, every other weekend. I have the children Sunday through Wednesday. When she goes on to Cancun with the boyfriend and she sees the children 2 hours in 2 weeks, I have the children the whole time. I make the lunches. I do the snacks. I do the homework, which they give too much homework. I go to the school functions, And now I've had it. And you can hear it in my voice. I have had it. It's done. It's over. No more free lunch. This is it. You want to throw me in the freaking county jail?
Right.
come do the remote. You promise?
Now let me. Obviously, whenever a woman goes to court in a divorce, they never say.
And now, the end is near. No, go ahead, Joe.
They never say, "Hey, Joe was a great guy and I wasn't." So what would somebody say? What was their point about you? Because they would never say, "Hey, Joe was a good guy." That's just not what people do in court. They try to dredge shit up. What was she saying about you that you could probably say might not even be true? But what was she saying about you?
Yeah, well, just you know what's a good point. Just the like Anthony said, Jim, the amount of money. The amount of money. When I'm on, it would just be that's a falsehood that I'm not paying. Millions of dollars. I'm embarrassed to tell you how much I pay.
Please.
It's millions of dollars. And with the other guy living in that, it's so wrong. So that's what they say wrong when they accuse you of that stuff and they go, oh, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. And I'll tell you what, Kimberly, great mother. Right now, the kids love her, and I will respect that always. And you know what? I got to sit here among men, all right?
Sure.
And your 4 women listeners. I said among actually, I got women.
You want them? They're available.
Yes, they've doubled.
Joe, you're wonderful.
You got to ask. Joey, you're so cute. Come, Kim, I can take care of you, baby.
You wouldn't be in so much trouble if you went out with someone your own age. Shut it.
Yeah. But you have to ask yourself, I make my own journey, I accept full responsibility, and then we have to ask among men right here on the O&A show, was it worth it? You have to really deep down into your mind and say, was it worth it with this beautiful young chick? And I have to tell you, honestly, every single second.
Every
second was worth it.
Ass is like snare drums, Joe. Ass is like a snare.
You're still famous, Joe. They brought the photographer in. They don't bring the photographer in for just anyone.
Fantastic.
But I tell you what,
want to go out with Joe? He's more than willing.
Oh God!
Joe's
and you know
great,
what am I doing? So stay tuned, and then I'm with my buddy Steve Califer tonight. If he still wants to hire me tonight, I'll be down there.
I want to ask you something. When was the last time you talked to Eddie Murphy?
You know what?
Someone you used to.
He's a big star. They don't want anything to do with me. You know what? I stay in Jersey.
Were you guys close for a while there?
That's the best. I could tell stories. I could write the book, but I'm Italian.
That's
I don't
what
talk.
You need.
I know. They took
the book.
Yeah, but I got to be careful. Like as we speak here, I have to protect myself because of that stupid Star Ledger doing stuff like that. You know. But you know what? With Eddie, I don't want to. I could think of stories now that are pretty funny for the radio, but I have to respect it. They never wrote the SNL book.
Does it bother you? Let me ask you, does it bother you when if somebody moves on in their career and they don't kind of help out a little bit?
Nah, man. You know what? When I started out, man, and you know, you do the grunt work of the comedy stuff. You know, you know what it is, and you, me, and Jeff Norris, and it's all the same. It doesn't change and everything. And when I started out, man, all I wanted to do is exactly what I'm doing now, being a working stiff. I'm in the blue collar of entertainment. Yeah, pay.
Jesus, Opie. That's brutal.
I'm sorry. You're such a jerk. I'm sorry. But you know what? The whole audience. But you turned everybody. The whole audience loves you.
Yes.
I'm looking at my Twitter and the instant feedback. People are like, oh, fuck, they love you now.
I need help. But anyway, no, but all I want to do is work. So one of the great thrills for me as a performer was being next to the great Eddie Murphy, man. This guy, you're a comic genius or you're not. I'm a working stiff. I work on stage. I got to keep dancing, man, because that's my thing. I got to keep dancing. Moving. You know what I mean? Sweat. Hell, he's sweating. He's working. He's playing those instruments. That was okay. That was okay. I got my money's worth. Murphy, there's a handful. And I'm trying to think as we go through comic geniuses. Come on, boys. Murphy.
Pryor.
We got the whole list.
Carlin.
George Carlin is one of our guys.
No, George was great, but George turned into an angry old man. God bless him. But brilliant angry old man.
Yeah,
I
gotta agree with you. I thought toward the end, especially,
I preferred him as
kind of like me.
No, I preferred Carlin at the end too. Carlin's my number one.
Yeah,
Carlin's my number one of all time. Jimmy's number one is Pryor.
Pryor is the guy. Oh, you know what I got to tell you? Woody Allen. There you go. But there's very few on a handful. Steve Martin. You know. I mean, no, for me,
but he blew off comedy a long time ago.
Yeah, you mean a stand-up was. So when I'm taking this ride, Murphy, I'm about to step on SNL, man. I'm about to step on the Weekend Update first time with this young kid, Eddie Murphy, 19 years old. Wow. 19 years old from Roosevelt, Long Island. And I hear him. He's behind me. And he writes a sketch for the first time on SNL. He writes a sketch saying there's too many white guys in the NBA. There should be no white men in the NBA. Very funny. funny. I said, that's very funny. You play the basketball guy. We'll put you on phone books. I'll do the sports guy. Hello again, everybody. Joe Piscopo live. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
You do. So we're about to step on, and I swear he goes, I hear him whisper to himself. Murphy, whisper to himself. First time on a in-one national TV spot. The kids at Roosevelt High will never believe this. The kids, he's in high school. He's out of freaking high school. Steps on, smokes it. And I'm right next to this. That's a pretty exhilarating ride. If you don't, because I see guys, they would get jealous of Ed, and I don't want to mention names. Oh my God, there was like a lot of jealousy happening. Because Murphy would never read a script. Murphy would never look at anything. He'd walk on the air, he'd smoke everybody. And when you're live on the air with Eddie, when you had 20 million people back in those days, and you with Murphy, it was a ride I can't describe.
And how many years did you guys do together?
That was 4.5.
Oh, it was longer than I thought. Okay.
80 to 84.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it was a great ride. So to answer your question, it was a lot of fun.
Was that Dick Ebersol's reign?
Yeah.
Did you work for Lauren at all? Or was it all Dick?
No, Lauren's the grand high exalted mystic ruler, man. Lauren's the guy. Lauren is the guy's a genius, and talk about geniuses. I mean, this guy's a television genius. But no, it was Ebersol's guy. Ebersol's a great producer. It was all right. Dick and I had our moments. We had almost fisticuff moments. I tell you what. The book has not been written, ladies and gentlemen. He was a Yaley. He was like the plaid pants kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Bloomfield, New Jersey. I'm Essex County guy. So we clashed a lot, but through adversity comes great comedy, as we've experienced today, ladies and gentlemen.
What was finally your exit from the show, if I could ask?
You know what? When Eddie was leaving, because I used to lean on Eddie a little bit, I think it's safe to say, when Murphy, because it was fun with Eddie. And I love Timmy Kazurinsky. You guys remember. Your audience. And by the way.
You guys did great skits together.
Yeah,
great skits.
Mary Gross was great. Don't forget, Julie Louis-Dreyfus was on the show.
Right. I actually did not know that.
Yeah. Remember that? So she was great.
Wait, who was your cast again?
It was Tim Kazurinsky, Mary Gross, Robin Duke. Brilliant comedian. I know. The Whiners. Remember the Whiners? She was my
Wendy
partner. Right. And then, of course, Eddie. When Eddie went and he started doing 48 hours and everything, it wasn't as fun as it was. And it's a high-pressure gig. I don't know how you guys do 5 hours of radio every morning here.
We've talked to Brewer about that, too.
Yeah,
he's enlightened us about SNL and said that the pressure to get on the air, get your script.
Material.
Yeah.
Where's the material coming from? And if you didn't write for yourself, you weren't on.
Right.
We just wrote. We wrote for ourselves. You'd hunker in trenches, man.
Yeah.
And we would write and try to come up with the stuff. But fondest of memories, but you burn out after a while.
Right.
So you guys weren't friends really outside SNL, you and Eddie Murphy?
Like close as brothers. Close as brothers.
So,
I thought, no, then when, you know what, we used to go over to his house, and then he said, he wouldn't let me leave because he started, I was in Jersey. He was in Long Island. I said, come to Jersey. So he comes to Alpine, New Jersey. He came to a little town. He was the only Negro in town. It was like, hey, here comes Eddie. Wow, a black man in Alpine, New Jersey, And he came in, and we lived 2 minutes from the house. Christmas morning, man, he would show up. He'd always have something for Joey, my boy. I tell you, it was a love affair. Then we went on, but he got so into the mega superstar realm. And I think I didn't want to bother him. I pulled out a little, so to speak, Jim. I pulled out a little bit,
Yeah, maybe you should have. No, I don't peep, Joe.
So anyway, no. Let's change the subject all of a sudden.
You're allowed to wash your sheets. Believe me. Me and you, I think, are cut from a similar cloth, but I'm not afraid to put my sheets in the washing machine.
You're cut from the same fucking lack of condom cloth.
Are you still paying, if I may ask?
No, that ended.
But how many years you had to pay?
I had to pay for the entire time, the equal time of the marriage, 9 years total. I had
no kids, no house,
no nothing.
In New York State,
barely a car.
New York or Jersey?
New York.
It's as bad as Jersey.
Just as bad.
And then did they get, if I may ask, I mean, since we're all being honest,
sure,
future earnings from the show here?
No. It turned. We settled. They were looking for future earnings and everything. Yeah. I was literally on the stand being questioned by her lawyer, and I went, Your Honor, I want to go into a room and settle this. Like I had it. It was too much. I looked, there's a Post and a Daily News reporter sitting there jotting shit down. I'm talking about, threesomes and things that happened, and I'm just like, this can't be good. Let me just see if I could settle this out.
Oh, man.
So I wound up settling out. We wrote up, the whole thing with all the stipulations and all that happy horse shit, and that was it. And, good riddance. Thank God I didn't have any kids with her, or I would have to have some kind of contact with her. I haven't seen her yet. Last person to see her, I think, was saw her leaving a bar and hopping on the back of some motorcycle guys, some fucking biker guy, his bike, and
fucking throw me under the bus
off into the sunset.
I showed him the picture in the video.
Hilarious.
I know.
Fuck.
Good.
So what do we?
Bon voyage.
Oh, God.
Apparently she bought a house and then started just giving her money away to people. And
she might not have any left, right?
I hope not.
Just rumors.
No, it's not fair. It's like the joke I did on the special where you want to be at your funeral, face down with your butt out of the coffin with your wallet out.
Right,
help yourself, and when I'm dead, take my money. And you know what? When I go down, and when I do go down, let me tell you, my friend, I'll tell you what, I'm holding on to that trust fund. I'm gonna drool. I told my son Joey, let me stay alive. I'll be drooling down my nose, down my face, drooling. I ain't going anywhere. And then I'm gonna have the baby mama, and I'm gonna have the other one.
Oh my God.
He's dead, right? He's dead. Pull the plug. He won't mind. I'm hanging on, brother. I ain't going anywhere.
How's the love life now? You romantically involved anywhere?
It fascinates me. Look at me. Look at this face. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my age. I can't believe. I'll tell you what. It's fascinating.
It's crazy.
It is fascinating. And you know
no
what?
more kids, Joe. No more kids.
When does it stop? When does it stop? Are we the same age? No, I got you guys.
You got me a few. More
than a few, I think. But then you're being kind. Thank you. But I'm telling you, when does it freaking stop? I want to just go home and say, let's watch the game. No. I go to
Joe. You give me hope. I could look at you and pretty much gauge when it's all going to end.
They haven't got him. They haven't got him yet.
Guys, I tell you, thank you. It's been therapeutic. I needed to get this out.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just so frustrated.
I've
been so dedicated. My children are my life. I joke about the women. It's the children.
Right.
It's all about the kids, man. And you know what? I'll have 10 kids. I got 2 more kids than me.
Jesus, Joe.
And now
Joe, let me take a picture.
Just Photoshop the red out. I'm just about there.
For the Twitter, Joe.
The guys are great.
And Joe on Twitter.
Smiling. I know.
Who are you on Twitter? JR.
Try to take a picture with them. Will you stand?
Oh, sorry.
JRZY. Jersey Joe Piscopo.
I want everyone to follow Joe Piscopo.
It's great.
I'll tell you what, it's been a love fest. The comments and the folks.
God.
And what was so cute with the younger listeners. You like younger listeners. I have no idea who I am. So I come on the show.
Right.
I have a whole new audience out there.
Absolutely.
Then they start digging up Johnny Dangerously. They dig up the SNL stuff. And and it's like that. And I appreciate that. And I come here, I have to tell you, with respect, because you guys are like a monster now. You got millions.
Really.
It's monster. Because I've been there since day one with the nude girl. Day one, and now look at you guys. You're like an empire.
The listeners, they are very dedicated, very
sweet, very sweet.
We can have them praise us and give us the love we need, or they can turn on us like hungry pit bulls and rip our throats out. And they know they have that juice. So
and the beauty
it's rough sometimes.
The beauty is that maybe one of these gals will have a kid with you.
You know
Joe.
what? I was just thinking. I swear, to God, you joke, my friend. You joke, but I have to tell you.
That story.
I have to tell you. Listen, I got to tell you, if there's anybody, I am ready, I think, to settle. So if there's a Opie and Anthony girl, you know, that's he wants to put up with the old Italian guy.
Sure.
I could probably go another round or so.
Just don't step on my toes, Joe.
Exactly.
Now
let's go
you're
out.
on my farm.
Joe and
I'll be your wingman.
Joe and Anthony in front of a high school fist fighting.
Oh, God. Now that I've lost every corporate client that I've ever had on the show this morning, oh, my God. Guys, thanks. I love you guys.
Joe,
I miss
thank
you guys.
Joe.
Thanks
that was
so much, man.
so great. The great Joe Piscopo.
Thanks.
Tell him, Fred.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.